Peace, everybody. This is Milana Al Hassan of the Crypto Plan and DeFi Group. Today we're going to talk about Axion. Now, I don't know if Hex2t, which was the last coin that they had, the rebranding is Axion. So we had Hex, and then you had Hex2t, right? Hex2 was the temporary coin, right, that everybody has. And the rebranding, after they did a new contract with My Wish, now we have Axion, right? Okay, so let's go through this real fast because it wasn't supposed to be rebranded till Monday, but they moving fast. Today is Sunday, right, the 19th. So check this out. We're gonna go through this real fast. I don't know if they did anything else different. This is my first time. I just decided to come here to see what was up. All right, and notice that it was changed. Okay, here we go. Axion. As we see the header, overview, distribution, auction, vision, tokenomics, community, and exchange. They're getting busy. So a global currency built to serve the people with a high interest, time-locked savings account. Participants in the Axion network are rewarded daily. Put some Axion in a time-locked savings and enjoy life, living off the interest. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's some good stuff. I haven't looked at this new white paper. And by tokens, I'm assuming that it's the still Hex2t right now, but you know, we can go see if it's the Axion tokens rebranded or what's happening here, right? Okay, it's still Hex2t. Okay, so that's cool. So tomorrow is when we probably end up getting the new Axion. Well, the website is branded and the company is branded. So it probably stay Hex2t till they get done. Anyway, I mean, with a high interest time lock savings account. I mean, high interest, people. I mean, that's like high yield income, a high yield income type of service. But this one's a legit project. You know, usually the high yield income projects you have to watch because they are eventually, if you don't get in early, they'll exit on you and have your money, and you'll be broken hearted and lost. So anyway, so this is what we're dealing with right now. Axion, I'm liking the site. The front end looks like it's real good. Let's look what the white paper looking like. See if they did a new logo for the white paper, and you know. Okay, white paper's looking different already. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I think they used the same template that they had for Hex2t, which is fine. It seemed like the white paper for Hex2t was pretty good. Yeah, see? So they may have made a couple of changes. See, yeah, Axion. Okay. Yeah, so I suggest you all go to the website. The link will be below, and join up for the project. They're comparing themselves to Hex. So they didn't fork off a Hex, but they did use the Hex name in the beginning and decided to brand themselves to Axion from Hex2t or Hex2x. It seemed like they was confused in the beginning because you always heard of Hex2x and Hex2t. So I mean, you know, as long as they get their projects done, then since we know the people who are working on this, you know, we should see some pretty good things coming from it. Okay, let's go back to the project. We're going to go through this right now. So tomorrow, on Monday, the 20th, you want to join up, you go ahead and hit this. Right? Okay, what is Axion? Axion is the answer to our global financial markets that are on the brink of disaster. Good answer. The original solution to this impending collapse was Bitcoin, a decentralized peer-to-peer currency. However, since its inception, certain aspects of Bitcoin, such as lack of speed and high fees, have shifted Bitcoin into more of a store of value than a currency. That is correct. If y'all don't know, Bitcoin is being looked at as a store of value like gold. That's why they keep saying that Bitcoin is like gold, or comparing it to gold. Axion is that currency. Okay. So we have stake Axion on your terms, earn high interest passively plus securely, collect your earnings on schedule. Fixed inflation, fast, passive income, rewards people, not the corporate elites, inexpensive, global, and scalable. Okay. Man, yeah. They have it. It looks real good right now. You know, it's a lot of hope for this project. So, how is Axion distributed? Anyone holding H2T tokens will receive Axion at a rate of 1-to-1. Hex holders will also receive Axion 1-to-1, limited at 10 million Axion tokens. Hex holders will also be auto-locked for a year with 2% release weekly. More details can be found in the white paper. If Hex holders do not claim their Axion tokens, they will become available for purchase in the daily auction every week. A 1-to-1 free claim for Hex holder stakes, 2% weekly unclaimed penalty sent to auction, 1-to-1 conversion for Hex2T holders, 2% weekly unclaimed penalty sent to auctions. Late conversions and free claims mean more for you. White paper again. Daily auction. Putting tokens and value into your pocket. Now, let's go over here. I want to see how this look close. Well, they have a file image problem, so I'm gonna have to go to the Telegram group and tell them. To get Axion, it needs to be claimed by Hex and Hex2T holders. The longer they wait to claim, the more penalties they face, about 2% of their total per week. This 2% is added into a daily auction pool where people can bid using ETH on the Axion tokens within it. If you bid 10% of the ETH on that day, you get 10% of the pool rewards. 80% of ETH paid in the auction is then used to hyperdrive both the Axion token and the staker's earnings. First, the ETH is used to purchase the tokens, boosting the token's price, and then those tokens are distributed to stakers, creating a very strong positive feedback loop. Axion vision. Axion is on the path to becoming the ideal global currency. Excuse me, I don't know about all that. You know, everybody has a fight for this. For the first time in history, inflation is increasing the purchasing power of the people within the network. Axion has partnerships lined up to be integrated in online and in-person payment solutions where you can pay for nearly everything in your everyday life using Axion. The merchants can accept fiat converted from Axion or Axion itself. This is global movement. Is a global movement. Axion built to scale, 500 billion initial total supply, 80% of ETH earned in auction is used to buy back tokens. 100% of all purchase tokens are distributed to stakers. 1-to-1 free claim ratio for Hex2T and Hex holders. Annual inflation that goes directly to stakers, 8%. No auto stake for Hex2T holders, 100% auto stake for Hex holders. All right. So I just read. I'm not going to go through these. I don't know if all of these actually work. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go through those. So Very simple website, very simple platform as far as the way it sounds. If you know crypto, you know this is normal. Staking is a normal thing. Interest, they don't call it interest, but staking, you get extra coins. You know, I know sometimes you have to watch the terms we use. Interest is in, you know, if you look at it, we'll be in financial 1.0 scene, which will be banking. Personally, I think that we should call this something totally different. If we're going to decentralize, it shouldn't be known as interest. It should be known as just staking, or call it something else, but not anything that is a centralized term, you know, unless it's needed to be. So I suggest you all go to Axion Network, Axion.network, and read it for yourself. You know, go through the icons up here, you know. So I figured that's what it was going to do. So one page website. So, you know, go, you know, take your time, do your own investigations, you know, and research, see what it's about. Of course, this isn't financial advice. This is only through my experience. I'm going to tell you what my experience is with these platforms. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of disclaimers, but, you know, give you a big paragraph on why I'm telling you about these platforms and, you know, all this type of stuff. But due to my experience, you know, once you find out who's involved in the project, then that's when you should push for it. Because a lot of things, you don't have money. This is not the day to just be spending money on projects, because YouTubers or crypto YouTubers or anybody is talking about, you need to be in this to get this, right? Because one thing I not think of, you have to think, a lot of people get paid off of referrals, right? But not just that. Can you really afford to lose money because you don't even know who's involved? It's bad enough that some of these people you can't even get to, right? So you have to think about that. So do your own research. So as you see, you know, you want to go through the facts. How can I be a part of Axion? You know, basic questions. Uniswap join fast, growing Discord. You know, what is HEX? HEX is the original high interest CD. A blockchain CD. Axion builds upon that initial vision. So they're not building upon the code. They're building on the vision with more returns for stakers. See HEX.win info. HEX, don't forget HEX. Don't forget HEX. HEX is the mothership, like Bitcoin for life's sake. How do you buy Axion? Deposit Ethereum to MetaMask, then Uniswap exchange to buy your tokens. We recommend using gas to speed up transactions. Remember, Ethereum is high as hell, okay? It's ridiculously high for their gas prices. If you understand when we're talking about Ethereum, if you understand the gas prices, you can equate it to the gas prices in the street in case you need a gallon of gas. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these exchange rates be damn near as much as a gallon of gas. So remember that. What's the affiliation of HEX? The two projects are not officially affiliated. We believe that the innovation of certificate of deposit in crypto is a great first step and applaud HEX for this. However, we saw that there was inequality in the HEX system, both in staking rewards and in where the ETH from the auctions went. We aim to fix this, but putting the community first. We will airdrop Axion tokens one-on-one for all HEX holders. Why is it called Axion? Not only are we redistributing 80% of ETH auctions rewards to stakers, but we are also giving stakers 2 times the rewards through annual inflation. HEX inflation is slightly below 4%. Axion is 8%. This model rewards stakers even more. Is this project legit? Yes, we have a code repository viewable on GitHub and verified developer team. See, being verified on GitHub, I'm gonna tell you all something. As a developer, is one thing. A verified team is another. Now, the only thing is, saying it's verified is one thing. But if you don't know the team, then this will literally be just talk, right? Be just talk. If we just say, I got a verified team, everybody be, yay! And that's just it. But when it comes to your money, if it comes to your energy, then you need to find out who these verified team is. All development can be freely seen, and all reward mechanisms are put in an immutable smart contract. It's as safe as it gets. Okay. All right. So now I'm not discouraging anybody. What I'm saying is, when you're dealing with these type of projects or projects as a whole, you have to understand that smart contracts, what they're calling them, is just code. So take, for instance, you had Tron Hives that had a hack. Now, I don't know if I don't really call it a hack for real, but the communications that they showed us in the Telegram was the person that hacked them said he found a problem in the code. That's number two. All your money is still at risk. Okay? We use certain code to try to get rid of that. But people know code. It's certain tedious things that they could find out. Right? So y'all just remember that. You know, when you're dealing with these projects, just remember that. Even if nobody take your money, just always have that in the back of your head. All right? So this is Milana Al Hassan of the DeFi, Crypto DeFi group. And, you know, I'm glad to announce the new Axion project. I'm not an advisor or anything, you know, but I have seen them come a long way. I do think, personally, I think the people involved with this project have the right thing in mind. Richard Hart, who is the founder of Hex, he came out, you know, representing Hex hard, and Hex is still going hard. Hex is not going to stop going hard. I think for me, I would take some of my Axion profits, right, and put it into Hex. You get what I'm saying? Since the vision of this came from the vision of that. See, that's why the crypto plan group was formed, and then it became the crypto DeFi group, because it was not just putting your money into projects, but you want to take this money, right, and you want to put in money-making projects that as a whole will bring you back complete returns where you don't have to worry about this type of stuff again. You know what I mean? So we have other projects, promising projects, and projects that have been around for going on years. And, you know, this is a young project, so get in on this. Links is below. You know, everybody, peace, have a blessed day. And this year is one of the worst years I know in U.S. history. You know, so, you know, may God bless those who passed on and made transitions, no matter how they have went. You know, especially those who meant good in their lives. All right? Peace, everybody.